There is one reason that he is regarded as the poster child of the Kenyan politics. The Embakasi East Member of Parliament, Honorable Babu Owino, is a man on a mission. A man that is on a mission to change the trajectory of the politics of the Republic of Kenya. By him delivering to the people, and more so by him protecting the people against the impunitive politics of the Republic of Kenya. A motion that has been filed by the Member of Parliament of Embakasi East, Honorable Babu Owino, the motion that seeks to actually change the trajectory of the politics of the Republic of Kenya at the High Court of Kenya is one for the books. We all know it has been a culture, a very draconian culture that has been in the politics of the Republic of Kenya for so many years. That once a government is elected into office, they begin a campaign process for them seeking a re-election in the next 5 years. It doesn't matter whether you are an MP, you are a cabinet secretary, you are a lawyer, or who you are, as long as you are working in the state government. All you do is work for, is try to campaign preparing people mentally and psychologically for electing you again after 5 years. Yet, you haven't delivered for the first 5 years that they have elected you. The Law Society of Kenya, LSK Vice President Mwaura Kabata and the Embakasi East MP Babu Owino have as of today moved to court seeking to bar cabinet secretaries, CSs, or let me call them ministers, from engaging in political activities, arguing that their conduct violates the constitution and principles of leadership and integrity. In a petition filed under certificate of urgency, the petitioners accuse members of President William Ruto's cabinet of openly campaigning for political candidates ahead of the 27th November by-election, contrary to the law governing state officers. Yes, we have seen this happen. As we speak, in Mbeere North, the Cabinet Secretary of Public Service, Geoffrey Roko, is spending state resources campaigning for his cousin who is vying for the Mbeere North Member of Parliament seat. On the other hand, in Omabekasipul constituency, cabinet secretaries linked to ODM, including the Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Badi, including the Cabinet Secretary of Energy Opiyo Wandayi, are leading campaigns for the ODM candidate Boyd Were. This contravenes the law or their oath of office that they took before being sworn into office as cabinet secretaries of the Republic of Kenya. And it's high time people serve where they are supposed to serve. People who are given position to serve the benefit of the people of the Republic of Kenya, to do that. Cabinet secretaries, we cannot be having cabinet secretaries like Akina Alice Wahome currently. Instead of them delivering on their offices or the promises that the president made to the people, they are out there campaigning for President William Ruto's 2027 presidential election bid. Are we together? And that is why we all applaud Babu Owino for taking these steps. In this petition, through lawyer Abner Collins Mango and the petitioners sued the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya, that is Dorcas Oduor, the Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, and 19 other cabinet secretaries alongside the Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja. They allege that their involvement in the bipartisan campaigns constitutes a conflict of interest and breaches their oath of office, which is true. They are also challenging Section 25 of the Conflict of Interest Act number 11 of 2025, which exempts cabinet secretaries and County Executive Committee members, CECs, from the general prohibition against participating in political activities. The petitioners argue that the section is unconstitutional and discriminatory, as it allows cabinet secretaries to publicly support political parties and candidates while barring other state officers from doing the same. And I read from Kabata's affidavit. The impurged section is in direct conflict with Article 75 of the Constitution, which demands that state officers avoid any conflict between personal interest and official duties. The court documents list instances where several cabinet secretaries were allegedly captured in video footages campaigning for Rutos' re-election and endorsing UDA candidates in various parts of the country, including Migori, Bodo, Garissa, Turkana, and Malava. The petitioners further accuse Inspector General Douglas Kanja of taking part in a political rally in Kieni, Nyeri County, led by the president in April 2025. An incident, they say, raises serious institutional concerns for the National Police Service. That we also agree. The police should know their lane. They shouldn't be used to instill fear or for any political gains in the Republic of Kenya. Kabata and Babu Owino argue that the continued politicization of executives under public confidence in state institutions and violates Section 23 of Leadership and Integrity Act 2012, which requires state officers to maintain political neutrality. They are asking the court to issue conservatory orders suspending the implementation of Section 25 and restraining cabinet secretaries and other state officers from engaging in any political activity pending the hearing and determination of the case. The Council of Governors, Law Society of Kenya, and Katiba Institute have been named as interested parties in the case. The petitioners want the matter heard on a priority basis, arguing that the danger of violating the Constitution is real. If the court does not intervene before the upcoming by-elections, then we are going to have our Constitution shredded in pieces. And here is where we sit down and ask ourselves. We have a lot of members of parliament who have actually been lawyers for a very long time. I mean, for how long did it take them to figure out that supporting this draconian government is something that can be opposed even on law basis? Babu Owino was admitted to the bar less than 6 months ago, but the man has pulled some of the most memorable acts of defending the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. Right now, we see people like Oparanya, the cabinet secretary of MECs. The guy is out there fighting for a position in the ODM political party. Go to Mombasa. Ali Hassan Joho is campaigning for 2 terms. Go to Bondo, Migori. John Badi, the cabinet secretary of one of the most, and this is where we draw the line, because in the past, some of the cabinet secretaries we had, they did not, and here is where sometimes we get to view who are real cabinet secretaries and who are just minions who have political ambitions. Let me ask you, when did you see Mutahi Kagwe getting involved in the 2-term narratives? Have you ever seen Lee Kenyanjui, William Kabogo? Have you seen cabinet secretaries in the past, those that held those sensitive, and I mean sensitive dockets in the executive, going ahead to spearhead campaigns of 2-term narrative and what have you? But right now, the ODM cabinet secretaries are out there And Babu Owino, we as Kenyans are behind this motion that you have fronted at the High Court of the Republic of Kenya. It should be taken as a matter of urgency as you have requested. We are all behind you as a nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to know what is your take on this motion that Babu Owino has filed to stop the cabinet secretaries of the Republic of Kenya and the Inspector General of Police and the Attorney General from getting involved in political activities of the day. Leave a comment on the comment section. See you in our next video. Remember to subscribe. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.